Hey guys, welcome back to Kaylee's Corner. So glad that you're here joining me again today. I've been having lots of really great revelation and just some really good downloads and clarity coming from the Lord, and I really feel like it's time for me to be able to share some of those things with you guys today. So I wanted to go ahead and record some of these to just give you some encouragement, maybe some revelation, maybe just some further clarity. But really, I pray that it would just be kind of a starting place for you to bring your questions to God, bring your concerns, your worries, whatever it may be, just to bring it back to Him and have a conversation with Him about it in your own life and what that looks like for you. So I just want to go ahead and share what that has looked like for me, and I pray that you would still be able to grab something from it in your own life as well. So I wanted to start with a vision that the Lord had given me a few months ago now, and I was just simply kind of asking God about all of the events in the world and just in my own life, just kind of feeling uncertain with a lot of things, where we were going next, what things were ending. There was a lot of uncertainty, I felt like. And so He gave me this really awesome vision from like an amusement park where they have all of these different rides, and this one is, I think it's called like a tilt-a-whirl sort of thing, and it's like all of these individual like little eggs, I guess, or like little cars, I guess, and you on the ride, you are in the inside of it, and there's like this big wheel, and you just like spin the wheel as fast as you can, and it like tilts and goes sideways and everything as you're like spinning around. And it was really fun as a kid, to see how fast you could spin it, and people were flying up against the wall and you couldn't sit up straight, and it was just like you were off balance the whole time. And most of the time I feel like after that ride was where people would most likely throw up. But anyways, that's kind of besides the point. I feel like it was mostly just kind of God showing me that yes, they're in this amusement park, all of these different rides, and in the tilt-a-whirl, each person kind of has like their own individual little egg, is at least how I'm kind of picturing. Or there's like different animals, like a bear, or I don't know, all these different animals that you could kind of sit in, but it's like your individual little pod, I guess, and you can spin it as fast as you want. You can spin it whichever direction you want to go, but you're still all on the same ride, where the whole ride is moving and tilting, but it's yours. You get to kind of decide how fast you're going. And so I really felt like that was kind of God's encouragement, just to kind of say, like, I see you, I really do see what's going on, and it feels like everything is kind of out of control right now, and just to kind of remain in Him. And so I wanted to go ahead and share at least what I felt like He was, saying to me. And He was pointing out that, different people in their little pods, different people were handling it differently, I guess. Some people were laughing and having a lot of fun, trying to see how fast they could go. Other people were holding on for dear life, and they were like terrified. Some people were getting thrown out, and they were like flying across the screen, and like it looked like kind of a mess. But you could kind of see different people were handling it in different ways. And so I feel like kind of what God was saying and reminding me of is like He has been shaking things up, and that He has been shaking things up. Things are going to look different, but honestly, just to hold on to Him and to know that He is holding on to you as well, and that He is your protection. He is your provider. So you can go to Him, and He will be where you can remain unshaken, I guess, because He is your protector. And really just talking about that what He is saying is, hold on tight, because I am shaking everything. I'm shaking everything out that is no longer needed. Only what is left will be spared. It is a whole nother level of cleansing. We are going to start new. We're going to start fresh, and we're going to start clean. He is refining, refinishing, and rebuilding from the ground up. This time, I believe it's going to be with God's hand on the foundation. It's going to be built with God's hand. He will carry the weight, and He will approve of the designs. It is all coming together. It will all come together. Just be brave enough to walk through it. Don't get thrown from your car. Stay seated until the ride is over. I really feel like that was important, to stay seated. Don't try to get up and leave in the middle of it. Don't try to change course. Just kind of sit and ride it out. Stay seated until the ride is over. And that he's saying only the good fruit will be left. They will be juicy, healthy fruit. Everything else he is shaking off, everything else that is no longer needed. It is no longer warranting us. It is no longer helping us. It is no longer helping us go where we want to go. And so he's getting rid of all of that. And that he is bringing restoration. Once everything kind of gets settled again, I feel like that's where that restoration gets to come from, that rebuilding really with God at the foundation. And he was saying restoration is coming. It is no longer just on the horizon, some distant future idea. It is here, it can be felt, and it is here. It is ready. So be ready, be prepared, stay seated. Don't try going jumping off, trying to start something new or anything in the midst of all of the chaos that you may be feeling in your life right now. I would remind you to just stay seated and take it back to God, stay rooted in him, and he will protect you and he'll bring you through on the other side. And then you will be able to rebuild from the ground up. You'll be able to rebuild with God, and so it will be able to withstand anything else that he might throw at it, or that this world might throw at it. So I just wanted to encourage you that yes, things are a little crazy right now. I do feel like it's a little bit of the blending of the old and the new, what's dying away, what's new, and what's being built up. And so just to kind of remain seated, let what's gonna happen. Don't take on any more that you need to take on. Just remain rooted in who you are and who God has called you to be. And he's gonna bring you out on the other side, and he's going to be able to use, you're gonna have a lot more room for him to be able to use and to build in your life with. And so yeah, I just pray that this is encouraging. You're not the only one. This is definitely going on in a lot of people's lives right now, and that you are not being punished. You're not in trouble. God's just kind of working the kinks out. He is, you're just a little bit on the, you're here for the ride right now, and just enjoy it and go with it, and it will be done and over with, and you'll be able to see where you are on the other side and what God can do through that. So I pray that you have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.